How are you doing? I hope that you are all doing great. Today we are going to explain Unit 8, Lessons 7 and 8. So please prepare your classwork notebooks, page 15, your students' books, pages 66 and 67. Let's start. Before we start our new lesson, remember that I gave you homework yesterday, and I hope that you all did your homework. Let's check it together. It was in your classwork notebooks, page 14. Let's start. Fill in the spaces with a suitable word. Number 1, we searched space for someone who could tell the real story. And the right answer is far and wide. Number 2, I don't like the space of noisy places. And the correct answer is hustle and bustle. 3, she left her hometown attracted to the space for the big city. And the right answer is the glamour. 4, the hotel is in a space rural setting, and the right answer is tranquil. Number 5, I will look for them among all my space, and the correct answer is odds and ends. Now let's start our lesson, and please keep your classwork notebooks open because we have new vocabularies, and also your students' books. Don't forget, please, page 66. Look at this place. The question is, would you like to live in this place? Actually, for me, I would like to live in such a place. What about you? Which do you think is the perfect place for you to live in? Would you like to live in this place or in that one? Actually, the perfect place differs from one person to another. So, as for me, the perfect place is that one because it's quiet, calm, and peaceful. But what about you? Some people like to live in a palatial villa in a green suburban area. So when a place is called
palatial,
so it is resembling a place in being spacious and splendid. So we have the word again.
Palatial. Palatial.
Okay, so this is palatial. But also, in my point of view, a perfect house should have an advantageous location when
advantageous.
it is described as
advantageous.
So it is the condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position. So this is an advantageous place. Wow, look at the view. Actually, this house overlooks a picturesque view. When something is described as picturesque, so it is visually attractive, especially in a quaint or pretty style. So it is picturesque. Again, it's
picturesque. Picturesque.
Picturesque. But other people would like to live in a leafy suburban area. What about you? Leafy
leafy,
So when something is described as leafy, so it is having or characterized by much foliage because of an abundance of trees and bushes. So we have
leafy,
again,
leafy,
again,
leafy,
leafy. All right? Of course, every house should have a residence parking so that a resident can find a space to park his car. So a
residence parking,
is a parking space reserved specifically for residents for a particular area. So this is a,
residence parking,
again,
residence parking,
and again.
residence parking.
If you want to design your house, so make it your own. When you make something your own, so
Make it your own.
you change something in your position so that you reflect your personality and character. So,
Make it your own. Make it your own.
again,
Make it your own.
so you reflect your personality and character when you change this place. So, let's have a revision to our new vocabularies. The first one is having the meaning of favorable. So it is very good,
advantageous,
excellent. And we can describe this area as great.
Leafy,
And when you change something that a place, okay, and you reflect your personality, so you
make it your own.
great. This place can be described as,
palatial,
and that one,
picturesque,
and what is this place?
Residence parking,
It's a residence parking. Now it's time for you to open your students' books, page 66. Look here at these 4 places. Which place would you like to live in? City center apartments or a villa, a leafy suburban area, or a busy tourist resort in Kuwait? Which of these places do you like? Is a city center apartment a suitable place for you? City center apartment? Would you like to live in a resort, a busy resort in Kuwait? Or is a leafy suburban area a suitable place for you? Or a villa? Is a city center apartment suitable for a family of 4, a young couple, or an elderly couple? This is another question. Okay. We have 3 categories of people. A family of 4, a young couple, or elderly people. I asked you the question which place you would like to live in. Now we are trying to choose for these 3 categories of people. So the first place is the city center apartments. But also a tourist resort can be a suitable place for one category of these people. A family of 4, a young couple, and an elderly couple. Another type of place is the leafy suburban area. And a spacious villa can be also suitable. The The reason I'm asking you this question because actually I've got a task for you. In your books you have got in exercise number 1 a table, and we need to complete this table with the missing information. We need to know the type of flat or house for a family of 4, an elderly couple, the city or the country where they would like to live, the family of 4 and the elderly couple, also the type of the area for the family of 4 and the young couple, and we want to know the distance from shops for the young couples and the elderly couple. Actually, I'm giving you a minute to do it. Take your time and think and remember the pictures I have just given you. I think it's easy to complete this table and to put the missing information. Okay. Time's passing, time's passing, time's passing. All right. Let's check. Actually, I have completed this table and I wish that you have the same choices. So, in my point of view, the type of flat or house for a family of 4 is a deluxe flat. And he said here for a young couple, it's a small flat, and for the elderly couple, it's a city center apartment. This is in my point of view. The family of 4, I think they would like to live in Kuwait City, in the capital of the country. And the young people would like to live in city, and the elderly couple, I think they would like to live in a leafy suburban area. The type of the area the family of 4 would like to live in is an urban area, and the young couple, they would like to live in a stylish area, and of course the elderly couple would like to live in a quiet area. The family of 4, of course, because they have got kids, they need to be near the supermarket, and the young couple, they would like to be a little bit far from the supermarket, and the elderly couple, they would like to be very near to the shops. So this is in my point of view. Now, there is a quote saying that if you would like to be known and not to know, vegetate in a village. And if you would know and not to be known, live in a city. What do you think this quote means? If you want to be known and not to know, vegetate in a village. So that means what? That means if you want to be known by people, so and you can live in the village because in the village people know each other very well. But actually the type of education is not that good. And then he said, if you would know and not to be known, live in a city. That means if you move to the city, people actually hardly know each other, but there are many sources of education. So again, it's according to you. You can decide whether to live in the city or in the village. Now, on page 67, we've got here An email, it's giving recommendations. Your job very quickly to skim this email and tell me who do you think wrote this email and why. You have 1 minute and a half. Actually, 1 minute I think is enough for you because it's only skimming. Who wrote it and why? What is the reason of writing this email? Okay, so this email is written by Mr. Muhammad. And why has he written this email? He wrote it because he was telling Mr. and Mrs. Al-Jaber about the perfect place he found for them to live in. Now, can you tell me what are the characteristics of the perfect place here? Actually, the perfect place, it's a palatial villa in a green suburban area, and it's quiet and calm, and there is a picturesque park just over the road. Also, there isn't even much traffic with residents parking, which make it easy for them to find a parking for their car. So the location is also advantageous. There is a large supermarket which is 5 minutes away, so everything is splendid and marvelous. Would you like to live in this villa? Do you recommend this villa for Mr. and Mrs. Al-Jaber? Actually, I do. Now, it's time for your homework. In your classwork notebooks, page 15, we have 2 questions. Please do answer these questions. Number 1. Everyone has a different imagination about the place he or she would like to live in. So, what are the characteristics you are looking forward to when choosing a place to live in? This is the first question. And the second question is, it is said that if you want to be known among people, it's better to live in a village. If you would know and not to be known, live in a city. So I want you to comment on this saying, okay? And this is your homework for next time. And thank you very much, my dear students, and see you inshallah next lesson. Goodbye.